Have you ever wondered why political debates feel endless and why people see the exact same world so very differently? Economist Thomas Sowell described this as a conflict of visions, a fundamental split in how we view human nature itself. There are two distinct paths, the constrained vision and the unconstrained vision, each leading to vastly different societal structures today. Welcome to Simply Happy Now, where we explore the profound ideas shaping our world and history through a new lens. Let us dive deep into the first perspective, one that views humanity with caution, realism, and a focus on limitations.
The constrained vision argues that human nature is unchanging, filled with inherent flaws like selfishness, greed, and limited human wisdom. Because we are not perfect angels, we require strong institutions, laws, and traditions to contain our potentially dangerous natural instincts. In this view, there are no perfect solutions to social problems, only trade-offs that we must accept to maintain order. Think of a pilot navigating a storm. He cannot stop the rain, he can only manage the risks to survive. This philosophy shaped the American Constitution, creating checks and balances to prevent any single person from gaining too much power.
The goal is not utopia, but stability, ensuring that our inherent flaws do not destroy the fragile fabric of civilization. It relies on the wisdom of the past, trusting evolved traditions over the bright new ideas of modern intellectuals today. Economically, this vision accepts inequality as a natural result of freedom, focusing on raising the floor rather than the ceiling. Justice is seen as following the rules of the game fairly, rather than guaranteeing that everyone finishes with equal prizes. It is a tragic vision, accepting that suffering is part of life and that we must work within strict limits.
Now, let us turn the page to the opposing view, one that sees infinite potential and hope in the human spirit. The unconstrained vision believes that human nature is malleable and capable of perfection if given the right environment and education. It argues that people are born good, and that vices like greed are actually caused by corrupt social systems today. Therefore, the solution is not to restrain humans, but to fundamentally change the system to release our inner moral potential. If we remove barriers like poverty and discrimination, the better angels of our nature will naturally emerge and guide society. This vision places great trust in articulated reason and intellectuals to design a better world from the top down effectively.
Here, there are no unfixable trade-offs, only solutions waiting to be implemented by those with the political will to act. Inequality is viewed not as natural, but as a sign of injustice that must be corrected through active government intervention. Justice means achieving equal outcomes for all, ensuring that the fruits of society are distributed fairly among every single citizen. History is seen as a march toward progress, discarding old traditions that hold us back from a truly utopian future. However, critics argue that trying to create heaven on earth often leads to tyranny when reality refuses to bend easily.
These two visions have fought for centuries, but how do they relate to our deepest psychological needs and human desires? To understand this better, we can look at Maslow's hierarchy of needs, a pyramid describing human motivation from bottom up. At the bottom are physiological needs and safety, while the top represents self-actualization, creativity, and our highest moral ideals today. The constrained vision focuses intensely on the base of the pyramid, prioritizing physical safety, order, and protection from external chaos. Like the roots of a tree, it is not pretty, but it is essential for survival against the harsh elements. It asks, how do we prevent starvation and violence? It worries that without order, the entire structure will collapse quickly.
In contrast, the unconstrained vision focuses on the top of the pyramid, aiming for self-expression, equality, and ultimate human perfection. This is the flowering fruit of the tree, beautiful and inspiring, representing what humanity could be at its very best. The conflict arises because the unconstrained vision often takes the base for granted, assuming safety is already guaranteed for everyone. When we focus only on the flowers and ignore the roots, we risk uprooting the very stability that supports us. Yet, if we focus only on the roots, we may survive, but we might never reach our full, beautiful potential.
This explains the political divide. Conservatives often guard the roots, while liberals often strive to reach for the high fruit. Each side thinks the other is evil, but often they are simply looking at different parts of the same pyramid. Throughout history, revolutions inspired by the unconstrained vision have promised utopia, but often delivered chaos when the roots were cut. Conversely, societies that refuse to prune or grow can become stagnant, oppressive, and unable to adapt to a changing world. Perhaps the wisdom lies in acknowledging the constraints of reality while still keeping a vision of improvement in our hearts.
In our modern world, technology makes us feel unconstrained, yet our biological nature remains as ancient and fixed as ever. The next time you hear a political debate, ask yourself, is this person proposing a trade-off or a perfect solution? Are they worried about the safety of the roots, or are they dreaming about the sweetness of the future fruit?
Understanding these underlying visions can help us empathize with those we disagree with, reducing anger in our polarized society today. The world is not black and white. It is a complex interplay between the harsh laws of nature and dreams. We must respect the fragile order that keeps us safe, while cautiously working to expand the circle of human dignity. Take a moment to reflect on your own vision. Do you see constraints to be managed or problems to solve? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Which vision resonates more with your personal experience of the world right now? Thank you for spending your valuable time with us today, exploring the deep philosophical roots of our modern political conflicts. Stay curious and keep seeking the truth. This has been Simply Happy Now. See you in the next insightful video.
Simply happy now. Simply here, simply now. No rush, no chase, no why, no how. Just breathe it in. Simply happy now. Happy now, happy now. Not someday, not somehow, right here, right now. Simply happy now. Stay gentle, stay kind. This moment is enough. Simply happy.